Hello. Welcome back, guys. This week for me is week 9. I want to go over some things with you, but before, make sure you subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get my content out to you guys on a weekly basis, and that really helps me get to that point. So, today I want to talk about my titration. So, I will be titrating up this week. Oh, I dropped that. To 5 milligrams. So I've been on 2.5 Zepbound for the past 8 weeks. Mine is 1 week where I wasn't able to actually find my meds, so I had to go a week without. So I got my 5 milligrams. It is definitely time to titrate up. For the past 4 weeks, I've actually been same. I haven't lost any weight. I've actually been going back and forth between 1 to 2 pounds and gaining of weight. The food noises are coming back, and baby, they come back strong towards the latter part of the week, and so I know it's definitely time to go up to that next point. So I'm going up to 5. I'm excited about 5. A lot of the community that I'm with say that 5 was amazing for them, so I'm hoping to see the same results. Just highlights of how week 8 went. So I don't have my weight for this week. I'll make sure I actually insert it most likely here tomorrow morning once I actually go ahead and take it. I didn't take it because I spent the holiday weekend in Virginia at my boyfriend's house, and I just got back today like a few hours ago. And so I don't like to take my weight in the middle of the day. I like to take my weight first thing in the morning, right after I get out the bed. I like to take my weight, and so I'm going to stay consistent with that. So I'll take it tomorrow morning, and I'll make sure I insert that here just to kind of give you an idea. Hopefully it's great, but of course if the scale doesn't move, it's okay, because there's a lot of non-scale victories that we have to make sure we celebrate too. But in regards to week 8, so we know when I did my shot last week, I did my shot in my thigh, and that was the first time that I did it in my thigh. Oh, bugs. That was the first time I did it in my thigh, y'all. I might be a thigh girl. I'm gonna do this 5 milligrams today in my thigh and see how it does, because last week doing it in my thigh, when I say I had no side effects, I had no side effects. And usually I have constipation. Usually I have issues with fatigue because I take a B12 shot. Usually I take my B12 shot when I take my shot early in the morning. Of course, I'm not about to do it now because y'all, it's after 5 o'clock. I'm not doing a B12 shot this late and be up all night. And then I also gas usually eats me really bad, but I have had no side effects whatsoever doing it in my thigh. So I'm gonna do it in my thigh again today and see. But I might be a thigh girl, so we'll see. Y'all see my partner back there? He's over me. Y'all. But yeah, um yeah, we'll see. But I'm going to do it in my thigh again today. I'll take y'all on that ride with me, see how it goes, and definitely update y'all on that next week. But I'm hoping that the thigh might be my sweet spot, because like I said, I had no nothing. It could be the fact that a lot of the supplements that I'm taking are probably kicking in and helping, or it could be the fact that I changed the spot. Who knows? But it worked, and so I'm going to keep on with it, because yeah, last week was the first week of peace. So let me go ahead and take this shot with y'all, and then we'll continue to talk. So of course outside is not the most sterile. So I came inside, I washed my hands. I have my med here that I'm gonna go ahead and take with you guys. I always like to make sure I clean my area with the alcohol wipe. So that's what this is here. When I did it last week, I did it in my left thigh. So I'm gonna switch it up and do it in my right today. Well, I don't need that no more. So, of course, we know we take the top off. With the pin, it has a lock and an unlock. So we're going to make sure we twist that to unlock it. And of course, you can see the meds and the vials there. So we'll go ahead and get that. So it's unlocked. And so what I do, I hit it. You'll hear that first click. After that first click, within like 10 seconds is when you hear that second click, and then you're done. I'll let it sit for a few seconds after, because I want to make sure I get all this liquid gold. So you should be able to hear it. All right, so first shot of my fight. All right, y'all. So I'm back. So I just took my shot of my 5 milligrams of Zepbound. This is the first one in this box. So I'm officially titrated up from 2.5 milligrams. I'm excited. I can't wait to see how this week goes. Like I said, shot days for me are on Tuesdays. The reason I choose Tuesday is because my weekends are usually busy, and so I don't want to take my shot when I'm out and about and not knowing what type of side effects are going to happen. Like I said, the side effects that I mainly dealt with is constipation, gas, and fatigue. And the last thing I want is to be extra tired on the weekend when usually I'm either out and about with my daughter or I'm traveling to Virginia for my relationship. So definitely want to make sure that I do mine at a time that's very convenient for me. Also, if you have side effects, if you're on your journey right now, tell me down in the comments what week are you in, what dose are you on, and also if you have any type of side effects as well. For me, like I said, the worst one was the gas. Like, baby girl did not play with me. She beat me a few times, and so I'm just happy that last week I didn't have to deal with that. Like, last week was literally the first time I didn't have to deal with gas. Of course, I still have my burps every now and then, which, I mean, that's usual. That didn't bother me at all. But like the strong gas pains that I used to have, where I used to feel the gas move through my body, like that was just too much. And so I'm happy that helped. So I'm hoping that having it in my thigh, I'm hoping that is the reason why I'm not feeling that anymore. And if that's the case, baby, I'm gonna continue with it in my thigh. One thing I did notice, now that I'm thinking about it, because it's happening now, honestly, I did get a headache last week. I had a headache most days last week. It wasn't severe. Most days I didn't even have to take anything, but I did notice I had a headache almost every day last week. So that is a side effect that, now that I'm thinking about it, because I feel a headache coming now. Now that I'm thinking about it, I did have headaches, but that's the only thing I dealt with. Nothing, and that was a new one as well, because I had never experienced that before. On the 2.5 milligrams, I didn't have any type of headaches with the 2.5 milligrams. So I'll keep track of that this week to see if that's something that happens with me with my thigh. Yeah, I'll make sure I keep track of that. So something else I wanted to talk to you guys about as well. I did say that I would have an answer for you guys this week in regards to if I wanted to incorporate compound into my regimen, only because I feel like it's getting a little bit difficult to find your meds. Like I said, when I got the prescription for this 5 milligrams, I got that prescription on May 3rd, and I wasn't able to fill it until May 20th. And then before that, with my 2.5, same thing. It was only a week in between, but I mean, that week is a week without my meds. And so I did decide that I wanted to incorporate compound into my regimen. So for me, I wanted to find a company that would fit what I was looking for. Like I said, I'm with Plush Care currently. The only reason I'm considering leaving them because they do offer compound, but they compound high. Like, y'all, they compound high. I don't know why they got it priced so high. Like I said, when I started using Plush Care, I was using them with my United Healthcare, and I was only paying a $20 copay for the doctor's visit. May 1st or May 6th, they stopped taking United Healthcare. So it went from me paying $20 for the doctor's visit to $129 for the doctor's visit. So, of course, I have to have a monthly doctor's visit. And I'm thinking, okay, if somebody has a monthly fee, that's going to be equivalent to the same thing. When it was $20 compared to the $129, that made a big difference. But now it's like fair game, because why am I going to pay $130 for a doctor's visit, whereas some other companies out here that don't even charge a doctor's visit, or if they do charge a doctor's visit, it's not as high as that. So that was one of the factors. I looked at a lot of different companies. Like, I had my book here where I was writing down the differences between prices, whether they had a membership charge, and then how much they're charging in regards to the different doses as well. And so for me, it came down to either Amble or it came down to Fridays. And I ended up joining Fridays, so yay. I actually have my doctor's appointment with them tomorrow, Wednesday. So I have my appointment tomorrow morning to meet with the physician and decide my care. The reason why I chose Friday. So I chose Fridays because when I was looking at some of the other companies, I wanted to make sure that I went with a company that also offered brand as well. Because my insurance, prescription wise is through Express Script, and Express Script still pays for my medicine. So if I'm able to actually locate a brand, I would prefer to have my brand, because I only pay $25 for it. Why not? It's $25. So I would definitely prefer to have that compared to paying the comp prices. But I want to be able to have a plan B. Like, I've always been a plan B, C, D, E, F, G girl. And so being in a position where I can't make a change if I want to, like, that's just not me. My boyfriend said I'm controlling, but hey, props up. But I just like to have backup plans. And so I feel like having the opportunity to have compound in my refrigerator if I need it. So like if I'm in a position where I'm planning on doing 5 milligrams again next month. And so if I'm in a position where I can't find another box of 5 for 3 weeks, I want to not be without my medicine for 3 weeks. I want to be able to go in my refrigerator and say, hey, I can draw 5 milligrams worth of medicine from this vial and still be continuous in my process. And so that's what made me decide. Well, one of the reasons that made me decide. The other thing that really got me, honestly, so I was on TikTok, and the owner of Joins Fridays actually has a TikTok page, and he went live this past Friday, and I loved his energy. It was just something about how he communicated with his community. He was very transparent when he answered questions. Like right now, they currently have 5 pharmacies that they use, and he's talking about incorporating at least another 1 or 2 pharmacies. And people was literally coming at him back to back with questions. I even like the personality that he gave. Like, it was some women out by where he was that was chatting, and they were extra loud. And he even joked about, like, it was, I don't know, it was just that's what got me. Like, I had already read a lot about the company, done a lot of research. If you don't, anybody knows me knows I am a researcher, like big time. Like, I research everything. And so I had already researched the company a lot. And so having the opportunity to actually hear from the owner and see how transparent he was, and to also see how personable he was. And not only that, a lot of the community that I'm involved with on TikTok, seeing how they even talk about how he does that. And so I know it wasn't something he was just doing to put on for the camera. And so I really appreciated that. And literally, while he was doing his live, I was like, you know what? Let me pull this laptop out and make it happen. And I'll actually show a screen here where I was setting everything up. Well, I might show a screen. I got to see. I can't remember if it has show my information on there or not. So if it's not showing my information, I'll show a screen. Otherwise, I'll just take like a screenshot of my appointment tomorrow or something like that. But yeah, that did it for me. And so I will be officially incorporating compound into my regimen, because again, this is not a journey where I'm trying to do like a quick weight loss. I'm trying to have a lifestyle modification. I have type 2 diabetes, I have blood pressure, and I'm trying to live another 60 years on this earth. And so for me, I'm trying to put myself in a position to better myself. And if these meds are allowing me to do so by getting my weight under control, then I have to go with it. Like I said, I had VSG 3 years ago. Last month made 3 years ago. When I was successful on my VSG, I lost some weight. I didn't lose as much as I wanted to. And of course, that burden discouraged me. I'm not letting that happen this time. I feel like your biggest enemy can be yourself sometimes. And so I know when you're doing things like this, it's also a mental thing. And so I'm also in therapy. And that's one thing I also love about Fridays as well. They have so many other things that they offer besides just here's your compound, go. Like, they offer so many other things as well to make sure that your mind, body, spirit, physically, and soul are all intact through the different programs they have. And so I love that. I truly appreciate that. And so that's what I'm doing. When I have my next update, week 10, I'll definitely let you guys know how my appointment went, what's going on with that process, and kind of go from there. But I'm excited. I am. Like I said, I'm a person that has to have my backups, and it feels good. It feels great knowing that with this shortage going on right now, there are backups in place. And this is something that if you're able to afford it, I would highly recommend it. And I haven't even started the process fully yet, but just from all the research I've done, all the people that I know that have gone through the process, I already stand behind it, and I'm technically not even completely in the program. So Like I said, that's a me choice. That's a me decision, and that's what I'm going with. But who are you guys doing? What are you guys doing with the shortages going on? Just some pieces and tips that I learned. Sam's Club, actually, a lot of their locations have lists, so you can call and see if they can get you on your list, and then when they get one in stock, they'll call you based off of where your spot is on the list. Also, if you don't try hospital pharmacies, try your hospital pharmacies. Like, I'm here in North Carolina, and one of my hospital pharmacies actually updates their voicemail every day and say exactly which ones they have in stock between the semaglutide and the tirzepatide brand name versions, and they break down. Like they said, both semaglutides, they had them in stock, no shortage issue whatsoever. They talked about the different Manjaros that they had in stock, and then they talked about the Zepbound. So the Zepbounds they had in stock was the 2.5 and the 12.5. And so they say all that on the voicemail, and they update it every day, so you know, hey, ain't no need to even bother these people if they don't have it in stock. And y'all be nice to your pharmacists as well, and your pharmacy technicians as well. Like, I saw a Reddit where a lady was so frustrated because people are so mean to them right now during these shortages. So y'all be nice to them. It's not their fault. Like, it's not. So be nice to them. It doesn't hurt to be kind. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. Just wanted to come in and give you guys a quick update, show you my shot. Like I said, next week I'll come back with more information in regards to my compound journey. Let you know how my first week on this 5 milligrams went, and whatever questions you might have. So if you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, leave them below. If this is your first time looking at one of my videos, while you're down there, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. So that way I can continue to provide this type of content for you guys, and also answer any type of content, provide any type of content that you guys might be interested in. But until next time, have a great time. Bye.